Hey, what's up, guys? It's Taylor with Team Wicked. Coming at you today. I've got my top four Sword Soul deck profile from uh, this week's tournament at Augie's Games. We had a Nintendo Switch tournament. Had about 40 players, 6 rounds, and I finished in fourth place overall, going X1 in 6 rounds. I'll go over my round by round really quickly. Round one, I played against Flunder. That was a 2-0 win. Round two, I had my only loss, which was to Eldritch Traps. Um, it was a 2-1 loss. Really hard matchup. Game three had just a lot of solemns I couldn't get past. Round three, I played against Heroes. That was a 2-0 win for me. And then round four, it was another Eldritch. This one was playing the Sky Prison card, the new one, and I 2-0'd that one. Round five, I played against Drytron, and that was a 2-1 win. And then round six was against my teammate, and he was playing 60 card Eldritch Zombies. And that was a really grindy match, a good match, and I won that one 2-1. So anyway, I'll get into the profile. Starting out with 3 Ecclesia. She's really good, especially going second, which I did a lot of during the tournament. It was, I think I won 2 die rolls today, so I went second a good bit of the rounds. Really good special, and she's like a 1.5 card starter, so she's really nice. The Sword Souls, we got 3 Moye. This one's probably the best one. Lets you draw a card. He's a 1 card starter with another worm or Sword Soul in your hand, so he's really good. I played 3 of the level 6, the Longyon. He's really good. He can brick at times, but I think you still have to play 3. He's good to open with. He's good to be able to search. Lets you make your level 10 synchros, and he also burns. He's good for time as well. I only played 2 Taye. It's pretty standard, I think, but he's one of my favorite ones. He comes up a lot in the grind game. Like, he's definitely the best one late game to play. So I would consider playing 3, but there's just not really room to keep it at 40. So those are the Sword Soul cards. Moving on to the Tenyis. I did play the Tenyi build. I played 3 Ashuna, 3 Vishuda, 2 Adhara, and then I played the water one as well, the level 4. And it's really good. It was good in testing. I didn't really come up today or in the tournament at all, but it came up a lot on Dueling Book, like testing with my partners and my friends and stuff on there, and then rated. I think I'd still play it. It's just really good if you get hand trapped and you need to bring something out to sync with the token to make that. And it also has a really good grave effect to pop a card, and people just don't play around that. So I think I'd still play it in the future. Keep testing it. Best monster in the deck, probably during the tournament, was Protos. It's Arch Nemesis Protos. It's a floodgate. It's a board wipe. Searchable in this deck with a couple of different cards, actually. So just really important. I really suggest just playing the main deck in this. I know a lot of people side it. Just play in the main deck. It's good going first or second. I played 6 hand traps, played 3 Ash. It's just good coverage for a lot of different decks and a lot of different plays in the format. And 3 Veiler. Fake Veiler was really good, just being able to negate stuff on field. So, and all of these are searchable because of another card I play. So 3 of the Sword Soul Emergence, which is the Rhoda for Sword Souls and for Worms if you have a Synchro on board. So this search Protos a lot. And it's also like a 1 card starter with Taye, which is nice. Mandatory at 3 for sure. The best spell in the deck, probably the best card in the deck, actually, was Small World. It's a new card out of Burst of Destiny. Really, really good. Actually, will search any monster in the deck with this card. I know it's got a complicated effect and it's really tedious to read, but it's just so good. It's probably ban worthy in the future. I can see them definitely hitting this card. Definitely the best card in my deck all day. It turned like bad hands into just really, really broken hands. So, like my last round in game three against the zombie player, um, I had just this card left in my hand, and in a grind game, just top decking. I drew into Valor, and that Valor with Small World, I turned that Valor into a Taille and won the game because of that. So, um, play this card; it's really good. I played three Pot of Desires. I have a love-hate relationship with this card. I think I desires into another desires three times in the tournament, but I think that risk, the reward outweighs that risk. So you just need to draw two cards and like dig through your deck. And this also helps with the big synchro, the Sword Soul and the level 10. With the banished cards, it really boosts him up. So really, really good card. Played one of the Sword Soul Sacred Summit, which is the Monster Reborn of the deck. Really good. Wouldn't play any more than one of it. It's searchable, so it's nice. Ended up playing two Vessel of the Dragon Cycle. I know a lot of people play three. I did want to test the quick play Tenyi spell card. It's like Heavenly Dragon something. Can't remember the name of it. I know a lot of my friends have been testing it. It's really good. I just didn't have the time to test it before the tournament. And I thought two was perfect. I was breaking a lot with three, and just to make room in the deck, cut it to two, and it was nice. Only played one of the Trap, the Sword Soul Blackout, which is the Icarus attack of the deck. I thought it was fine at one. I was playing two, and then I put the some of the more search cards in here, like the Small World, and it just to make room. Playing one was fine. It was searchable if I needed it, and it was lucky I didn't go first very often in the tournament, so I thought one was fine. So main deck was exactly 40 cards. Don't think I'd change anything in the main right now. Moving on to extra deck, I played for the Link monsters. I played three Monk of the Tenyi. Really good in the grind game. I don't think I would play any less than that. It came up so much, like that third one. A lot of times you do make two and just comboing out to play around cards, and then the third one comes up late in game, and they just don't expect you to have a third one when they out the other two. One Shaman. Shaman comes up in testing a lot. It came up, but it didn't really come up in the tournament. I think I might have summoned it one time, but I don't really remember. So it was still good. Getting into the synchros, two Sword Soul Grandmaster. You go into this card every combo, and it just searches you what you need, and it's in a gate on board, and lets you banish a card too, which is nice. One of the Supreme Sovereign Soul Sword. It won me so many games today. It just controls the board. It's big. It's super hard to out. And I actually just made this way more than I made Baron to Floor, which I played one floor. It's in the gate, and it recycles itself and brings back a monster. A really good card as well. Would consider maybe bumping this up to two in the deck. It was that good. So into the Yang Zine cards, I played one Yazi. Yazi does come up a whole lot. It came up a lot in the Eldritch matchups. I played so many back row decks. Just being able to pop a card and then combo out, bring another card out from decks, really nice. I played two Baxia. I think two is mandatory. You go through one in your turn one combo with the Tenyis to go into Chowfang to lock your opponent out from using light monsters. So it's really important for that. And then the second one comes up, late in games, just to clear your opponent's board and go for games. So definitely play two Baxia. And then the one Chowfang, like I said, for the combo, locking your opponent out of lights. It was really good against the Drytron matchup. It won me two games against that deck, so definitely play that. And these are kind of the flex spots, these last ones, maybe all except the Berserker of the Tenyi. It does come up after you're locked into Worms with a Shuna's effect, so you do have to kind of go into this. It's just another interrupt. It helps control the board, and then it also goes for game because he gets really big when he attacks. I played one Adamant's Pair Dragite. Never came up during the tournament, but it's there if you need it. With Moye being a water, you can negate spells or traps. His other effect never comes up. And then one Ruddy Rose Dragon. It was really good in testing on Dueling Book. Just being able to banish both graveyards is really nice to interrupt those decks. But it never came up in the tournament. I possibly would cut that for another Supreme Sovereign, one of the big Sword Soul. So that's extra deck. We're going to the side deck. So my locals has a lot of like Tri Brigade, a lot of Burning Abyss decks, like PK decks, and Lancia is really good at locals, so I play it a lot. A lot of people do, and it's searchable in this deck thanks to Small World. So it was good today. It came up against the Eldritch matchup and the Zombie matchup, so it was nice. 3 Joel and Lockbird just locks a lot of decks out of the format. Decks like the Bird Up deck, which is really prevalent at our locals, and the Drytron deck, it actually won me, got me to the lock him out of being able to play in the Drytron match as well. So definitely play that again. Let's see. So the back row hate, I did 3 Cosmic and 3 Lightning Storm. I played Lightning Storm over evenly just because I wanted to have a battle phase to be able to kill them. So it was really good. Came up. I played a lot of back row decks today, so these cards really came in and clutch in the tournament. So, and then I played 3 Dark Ruler No More. I played this over Forbidden Droplet just because it doesn't cost any more cards in your hand or on the field to play, and it just outs the entire board. Came out really good against Drytron, against the hero player. I think I drew this and Lightning Storm against heroes, and that's how I won the second game against them. So really, really good card. Definitely play it again. But that's it, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to try to answer those for you on the deck. I'm still testing different builds of this. This one's been really nice. Going to try to get you guys some more content on the channel. I know we've been kind of slacking lately with everything going on, but try to bring you guys more content here in the future. Shout outs, we shout out Augie's Games, one of the best locals in Atlanta. Shout out to Wicked Deals. Shout out to my wife, and shout out to Jafar. And shout out to the guys on the team and everybody that tested with me with this deck. Shout out to Brenton for always playing me on Dueling Book, and Cameron and Alan for the same thing. Shout out to Zach for actually winning the Switch tournament. He got first. He went undefeated with the Bird Up deck. I try to get you guys his deck profile sometime next week, maybe this weekend. We'll have to see if I can get with him. But that's it, guys. Yep. Thanks so much for watching.